Rasty McGibbon with Tom Winkler, head coach, Missouri State Men's Division I. Tom, thanks for coming on 5 Minute Major.
Thanks for having me.
Last year with NCAA, assistant coach, transitioning to a head coaching role at Missouri State. How awesome is it to be in charge?
Well, it's a great opportunity. Obviously I've been very lucky throughout my career. I've worked with a lot of great coaches, a lot of great mentors, and you kind of learn from them, and then you kind of figure out your own style. And when the opportunity came up to join, a program like Missouri State with its history and what they've done, and to be that head coach and to take all these things that you've learned and put them into action is it's a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the transition. Our upperclassmen, our seniors were fantastic in helping me out with the transition, and that makes it easy. And I had a really great assistant coach in Mark Kapkovic, who had just kind of stepped away from playing recently. So it was always good to have those conversations and bounce ideas off of each other. But the challenge is to just ultimately our goal was to get here, to get to the national tournament, and coming in as a new guy, you're trying to establish yourself, establish your culture, establish positive habits, practice habits, school habits, and all those things that to get to the national tournament, that's always your end goal, but you have to check off so many boxes along the way to get there. And it was great to see the guys, like I said, they were wonderful to my buying into what Mark and I were trying to do and what we were trying to establish. And, it was pretty awesome seeing their success and seeing them achieve these little goals along the way. And then obviously, when we got the call that we were coming here, it was huge. It was huge for us, huge in our first year as coaches. And, it was a great accomplishment for us.
So you talked a little bit about culture. Tell me what your culture is.
Well, obviously you want to establish how you play. You want to play hard, you want to play fast, you want to be physical. Discipline's always a key. You want to make sure that you're not playing outside the bounds and putting yourself, behind the 8 ball by taking bad penalties and things like that. And we went through some growing pains with that. But it also comes down to bigger things: preparation, time management, practice details. All those things are, you want to get to a national tournament and play on a national stage. You got to make sure you're on time for practice. You got to make sure you're dialed in once we start. Just preparation, general preparation, making sure when we're going on road trips that, your schoolwork's taken care of, so we don't have to worry about that when semester comes. So it's kind of getting guys in the mindset of I like to use the term of being a professional. You're a professional student, you're playing hockey, you're doing all these things that, you need to have that time, those time management skills, and you need to be prepared. And when it's time to work, it's time to go to work and do what we have to do.
Some might only look at success if you come home, with your name on a trophy. But in year one, not only making nationals, but getting a win at nationals, how do you feel that speaks to the success that you've had as a year one head coach?
Well, I think the biggest thing is just I'm really happy for our guys. I wanted our guys to experience the success of being here. And the way we played that first game was, like I told them after the game, I was so excited for them and for them to feel the success and see their hard work and their commitment and all that stuff pay off. So for me, it's like I told them from the beginning of the season that we're here for you guys. This is all about you. And we want you to develop as people and as hockey players, and us to develop as a team. But at the end of the day, when you when you see them have that success and you see them play to their potential, not only for the guys that are going out, you want them to have great memories in their last year, but we also want to set, the precedents and the groundwork for the guys coming back. Now you've been here, you know what it feels like to win, and unfortunately today, now we know what it feels like to be on the other side. And I told them after the game, it's like, you know what, you have nothing to hang your head about. You guys were outstanding, you represented us well. But remember this feeling, because let's take this, what it feels like right now, into the season next year, and to use that as motivation to start the drive to get back here next season.
Do you think that this opportunity for the core of players that will remain next year has kind of given them some insight as to the level of play that's required to win here?
Yes, and I think a credit to Ryan Armstrong, who made our schedule this year. We had a very difficult schedule. We played a lot of teams in the top 10. So our guys got a taste early on as to, their experience, they're not panic under pressure. We playing Minot was a great example. It was a 3-3 hockey game. It was a great hockey game, and we made a couple costly errors under 7 minutes, and they turn around and turn them into goals. And that's what teams that have experience and have won, that's what those teams do. So we had a good preview when the season went along as to how these top-end teams are. And playing Utah was a very, very solid hockey team, a game that could have went either way. Unfortunately, we came on top, and then this morning against UNLV, their experience, their depth, their overall team speed, it was I'm not going to say eye-opening because we knew they were a good team coming in, but it just goes to show we played good for about 45 minutes. But the 15 minutes that we didn't, that's when they capitalized and they took advantage and took control of the game. And that's what good, experienced teams do.
Well, I want to say congratulations on making it in your first year as a coach, winning as your first year to coach at this national level, because we know it's not easy. There's nothing guaranteed for you guys. So congratulations, and we wish you a good season next season and make it back.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Tom Winkler, Missouri State, Men's Division I.
Thank you.